Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin' Bass TV. Today, going to be taking a look at the new Jordan Lee Gen 2 Signature Series combo from Abu Garcia. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below. Let's go. Alright guys, so for the last few years on the channel, we've pretty much just been using the Daiwa Procaster 80s for all my bait casting combos. I got 4 of them back in 2019. They're consistent, one of the best $100 options on the market, boasts a lot of features that other combos in that price range just don't have. For that reason, became one of the first product review videos we ever featured on the channel. And although we did have the Catfish Commando spinning combo from Abu Garcia a few years back, that wasn't so much because it was something that we used as much as it was just a recommendation from one of our subscribers that as the channel grew, we found a lot of you, like myself, had an affinity for camouflage, so we started featuring things like backpacks, ice fishing tents, jackets, and more, simply because they came in camo. So we had a lot of requests from you guys to do a review on the new Gen 2 Jordan Lee Signature Series from Abu Garcia, because you guessed it, it's camouflage. We had one sent out to us, and even though I'm not a big Abu Garcia guy, I gotta say I like what I see so far, because I have kind of a general rule that if it's not camo or green, that it should be black, so it looks sleek. I like the camo grips and the etching on the rod. Now let's take a look at some of the features. The rod is a 7-foot medium heavy made of 24-ton graphite. You've got a 4+1 roller bearing setup, power disc drag, Magtrax brake setup, as well as 8 stainless steel micro guides. Love the look of the camouflage EVA foam split grip handle, 15-pound maximum drag, pretty standard features with the split crank, the star drag, the spool tensioner knob, as well as the exterior brake dial on the other side. My first impression, it did have decent casting range as well as good accuracy and control. The fact that the spool tensioner kept slipping mean I kept having to turn the brakes up higher and higher, leading it to be more limiting and inconvenient overall. Also seemed very rigid for a medium heavy, felt more like a heavy rod to me with a moderate tip. When it comes to the design of the reel, it leaves a lot to be desired, starting with the spool, which is a solid aluminum construction, making it a little more difficult to spool up your line, as well as adding more natural weight and resistance to the whole setup. And also, the hood portion of the reel here just hangs a little bit too far beyond that guide system that I prefer, which can also be problematic. It's also a slower gear ratio at a 6:5 to 1, whereas I typically throw 7 5s or 8s, meaning with moving baits like crankbaits and spinner baits like this one here, you're gonna have to do a lot more work, and ultimately it's gonna be more fatiguing if you spend the day out deep cranking or yo-yoing those lipless with this low of a gear ratio, whereas you could step up to a higher gear ratio, do a lot less work, and it will lend itself to those applications. This one, a little bit more suited for Texas rig, slower, methodical, finesse-based fishing, or even jig fishing. So overall, even though I'm a huge fan of Jordan Lee and I love this whole camouflage theme, did not meet expectations performance-wise when compared to other $100 combos that we've used in the past. For that reason, I decided to give it 3 out of 5 stars, which is not that bad because, like I said, it does have a decent quality rod blank, also has good accuracy and control, and it's a plus that it's camo. But with so many needed upgrades to the reel, too stiff of a rod feeling more like a heavy than a medium heavy, and a lower gear ratio, it just was not my thing. But that's not to say that some of you Abu Garcia guys aren't going to absolutely love it. If you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit that notification bell, because that's going to keep you up to date with our new videos and giveaways. And as always, I'd love to hear from you, so don't hesitate to leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Until next time, I'm D with Kickin' Bass TV.
Subscribe.